Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome back to another episode of Ark. Looking at my guys, felt a bit of a potbelly, enjoying the good life too much. Now that he's got all his early dinos to look after him. Got myself a nice Sarko, a nice Granodon. Let's see, any levels put in? Nah, we're just ready to go. Right, oh, might as well do mine as well whilst I'm here. Any more? What can he learn on his level up? I will need those eventually, but I'm so far away. Got bookshelves. Oh yeah, I could cut my hair at some point, but nah, no rush. Have I got everything I need? Yeah, screw it, that's good enough. What's the plan for today? I don't really know. I probably should think about where I want my base to be. But we'll figure it out. And of course, as always, what do you do when you don't know what to do? Just make some narcs. 101 of Ark. If you don't know what to do, you need narcotics. Come on, mate. Interesting thing. You know, it's scissors. Obviously, use it to cut your hair, but I wonder what would happen with humans if we never had any scissors. Like, what would you look like if you just let your hair grow out your whole life? When would it stop, or would it stop at a certain point? Would it become too long then? I don't really know. Would it just keep growing and you just end up tripping over your own leg hair? Then that's not the case, because guys don't shave their leg hair. Well, some guys do, but some guys don't. And they don't end up looking like a yay. Actually, no, some of them do. It will really all depend on the person. Oh, interesting thoughts. I've met someone massively hairy. Could not believe it. Like, they weren't old. Like, this was at university, so like 18, 19. Jesus Christ. If that person shaved, it would have been carnage. Like, just hair everywhere. Like, you'd probably be able to make like enough wigs. Probably make a Yeti suit out of it. Like, not even joking. Anyway, back to the more important things of Ark, like hitting a rock over and over again. Is that enough? Yeah, that'll be enough. A few arrows. How did I even get that prime meat? I don't really know what I want to do at the moment. It's a tough choice in Ark, because obviously I need to get further in, but I need crystal and metal and need to start progressing that way. But where is that stuff? I can't remember off the top of my head. All I know is the central island has both Crittle? Hell is Crittle? New version of Crystal. Better. I think that'd be a really cool place to set up eventually, but actually no, it probably wouldn't be a nightmare to try and build, and that's a problem. But there's no way of getting like no. Goodbye. I haven't died for a while now. Tim needs to survive. He's had too much hardship in his life so far. Watching his two best friends die at such a young age. He's only like 5 days old. That's the point. Maybe he's technically a clone because he can keep respawning. How old do you count him? Is it the first time he died? Well, no, sorry. Is it the time from when he dies? Is that a new life? Or is his life because he remembers when he last died? But then, surely, as a clone, it would take a while to reach the size that he is. Unless they've got some superhuman technology that can print a body. That'd be interesting. Although you can 3D print meat now. I wonder how far science will go. It'll be interesting in the next couple of years. So if we find out more information about what's really out there in the world. Like, the universe is so gigantic that there must be life somewhere else. Will we ever find that life is a different question. We know there's places that can support life. And then there's the American finding UFOs and stuff like that. But I don't know how much I believe it's true. I can see potentially, and of course my pickaxe breaks. A foreign object could have made its way to Earth because, well, the Earth isn't the be all and end all of the world. Like, all our stuff comes from outer space. Yeah, we can synthetically generate more elements out of nowhere, but to actually make those, we don't really have any use for them. Most of them are either radioactive or not very useful. It'll be interesting to see how if there was life out there, how it would potentially think. Because that's the things with humanity and how we believe and perceive things, that we all think in a fairly similar way. Yes, there's perks and quirks of each way, and some people have a more creative, free-thinking brain, and other ones are more structured and logical, and others, all depends on your personality. Some people believe what they're told over what actually is out there, what they use with their eyes and ears to listen, or what they believe is a true story and what they believe is false. It's an interesting discussion. Same is the thing with conspiracy theories that I find interesting, whilst it's not necessarily correct. It's how you came to that and why you believe it. That's the problem I have with some people. Is I'm more than willing to have an argument or a discussion about things, but if you don't properly look into it, are you really in the position to have the research and argument about it? That's, I think, a microcosm of modern society. If we're talking about things, I'm not going to use that. Oh no. Is that what I think it is? Get away. Come on, run. I hate them. Just fly. Goddamn microraptors can go to hell. Get away. This tree's nicer. But anyway, back to my random musings. With conspiracy theories, like, I don't know. I'll use UFOs because I was talking about aliens earlier. It'd be that thing, well, I read that Jim worked in Area 51, God, my head is gone. And he said aliens exist. And it's, well, have you looked at Jim? What's Jim like? Why is he saying that? Do you have proof he works at Area 51? Can you verify it anyway? Can you think why he'd want to tell people that? Anyway, I'm just making a smithy and bring it up to the top of the island. I'm not saying Jim's lying potentially, but if you aren't willing to investigate further into each one, it's the same with any science. Oh, can't put it on there. Who's paying for the research? Have other people verified it? Can you verify it anyway? Is there physical evidence? And whilst I think a lot of science is done correctly in terms of understanding further knowledge, there's obviously places that have their fingers in the pie, like, I don't know, any sort of research to do with medical conditions. There's a lot of very promising work in that field, but also people who are paying for the research are the people who want to make money off of it. It specifically more so in America because it's a very lucrative business over there. And whilst it still is in other countries, it's something that, unless they can find another use for, they'll just bury the research because it's not necessary to them. It's bad luck. If they figured out a drug that ended up causing twice as much cancer, if they really want people to know that, oh, it would be a failed experiment. But equally, just having that knowledge out there for whoever wants to access it, I think, is more important than necessarily the bad reputation. Obviously, they don't think that because they would release it otherwise, but you gotta really think, like, about what you find interesting, what you want to know about everything. Not everyone's right, not everyone's wrong. That's why we debate. It's human nature to think about things critically and find out what you want to know. Well, now it is. But that's, anyway, back to the original point. I've just been rambling on about random stuff because I've just been getting towards my smithy, get some metal for me arc. Doing it on the top of the mountain is an easy way of doing it rather than ferrying it back and forth at the moment. Put that smeltery up there, let it go. Original point is people aren't willing to learn further. The answer, science, you can have slightly different things. They're more black and white, but there is a lot of grey out in the world. And that we kind of gotten to the point where most of the black and white stuff is fairly straightforward. Now we're getting into the point where what parts are grey are the right parts. Anyway, let's just get a nice little smithy so I can get a metal stone and that. Metal stone axe, a metal axe and a metal pick. But you've got to be willing to learn, question, figure out. Because, use an example, a human body. If you think the same as me, there will be someone out there, but it's there's what, 6-7 billion now? There'll be someone out there who has a similar thought pattern and way of thinking as me, but we're not all the same. And that's important. But at the end of the day also, you've got to make use of that difference. What does your way of thinking, your way of acting, your way of doing things, how do you maximise that skill set? What is it good for? Absolutely nothing in my case. No, I'm joking. But it's true, humans are all different. If I just put it on the simplest scale, if I eat peanuts, I'm okay. Oh god, a lot of hyenodons. On decent level? No, just kill them. They're annoying as hell. And I finally put the numbers on so I can actually see how strong I am. And this Pteranodon is pretty decent. Need to get some pelt for fur eventually, so I'll probably end up throwing it out because I'll forget. But still. But yeah, everyone thinks differently. Everyone's got different skill sets, different likes, interests. Oh yeah. Back to the example, peanuts. Some people can eat them, some people hate them, some people like them, some people are allergic. Like, so the thought that one thing will do exactly the same in everyone is inherently false. Oh yeah, I like the rain actually. I forgot you can fill up your water sacks with it. Anyway, it's all an interesting world out there. And I forgot, because of my nose, it's impossible to try and see. And I'm going to try and turn the rain off now, but I don't remember the command. Nope. Ah, what's the point? Yeah, it's always interesting to have discussions about anything. That's the thing That's the thing I don't like about modern society. No one's willing to have the discussion. Whatever you perceive as right is your God-given right to have the correct point of view, and no one can change it from you. And the only way to get people to agree nowadays is shout them down. Which, I don't know about you, but if someone comes screaming at me, even if it's over the most stupid thing, even if I'm going, I don't know, cats actually have 6 legs, and someone came screaming at me that they had 4. Human nature, even though I know it's wrong, I'm going to be stubborn about it because it's funny watching someone getting annoyed as they are. Or 2, even if it was something I believed inherently to be true, am I really going to back down because someone's getting angry at me for holding the wrong opinion? In their eyes. Well, no. Because at the end of the day, I'm a human. we're meant to hold to our beliefs. Because how the hell would society work if people didn't hold to the belief? The whole idea of a monarchy wouldn't work. People were like, well, hang on, there's nothing special about this guy. He may be nice, he may be smart, he may be charming, or he could be an absolute arsehole, but why are we listening to him other than the fact that he was born to say he was the ruler of this place? Think about it, interesting. The world's a scary place when you start thinking about things. Or is it? Is it just me musing about random things that don't really make much sense? Probably the second thing. I just talk a lot of shite. And just go with it. But at the end of the day, talking shite's more fun than talking boring stuff. There's a world out there. Whatever you find interesting in it, go for it. I find talking shite interesting. We're trying to be funny. Not really good at it. I'm also good at just taking the piss out of people. Even then, that's questionable. Level. Most of the time, it just ends up becoming a very convoluted joke that doesn't make much sense to anyone. Makes sense in my head, though. Or it's a joke that relies on something that everyone else has forgotten and I've remembered a random thing from so long ago. Or it's just a random bit of nerd trivia that I know that's probably not common knowledge. Again, if I make reference to the Emperor, well, actually something that's relatively well known now. The Emperor, mankind, etc, etc, etc. Ooh, you're a decent level. Do I get you? I think I might. Finally get the Iguanodon. Anyway, I'm a filthy heretic. I'm a fan of anything green. Green skins. Grandfather Nurgle. Best two factions. Because we all know you think, and therefore things work. And the more Daki you got, the better things are. Although my character's severely lacking some Daka right now. He's currently lacking any brain cells as well, because I'm just thinking what to do right now. I need to stop talking rubbish, because I can't decide what I want to do on this. Little save. Anyway. Right, what do I want to do? Making some narcs. Come on, I want that Iguanodon actually. I'm thinking. Get that, move base. Probably the best plan of action. But anyway, how did I end up on Warhammer? I don't know. I'm just talking shit for 40 minutes. Well, I think 40 minutes was... I don't know how long this has been going on for, that I've been playing this, but answer is long enough. And that's okay with me. Oh yeah, I got crystal. I should probably make a spyglass at some point. Do I have this? Oh no, I did make a spyglass. Brain. I get distracted on such little things. Then again, that's the fun of life. It's like, recently, can't believe, well, the girls I talk to, they don't do this. You don't like, when you're in the shower, you like cut the water and just like drop it. Watch the explosion. Or like you put your arms against your chest underneath and like gather up as much as you can, then just like let it go and bam. absolute carnage, water splashing everywhere. It's cool. It's fun. A little joy in life. If you're just in the shower enjoying the water, etc. Or like you pretend to be Aquaman and you just like what position your arm standing with your back to it and watching the water like trace down. Make you look like you've got venom veins or whatever coming down, water veins. Time to die. Ooh, 2-shot. That is brutal. Like, it's fun. Anyway, what am I doing? Leveling up. Having a look around whilst those narcs get created. Any decent dinos? I can now look because I got a spyglass. Because I'm not an idiot. And I did actually make one. Ooh la la. That's actually a pretty cool place in there. Not gonna lie. It'd be quite cool to make a little beach fort, hideaway, something like that. When I go into the ocean, so like all my water dinos are nearby. I guarantee this is rubbish. I can make these better cloth gloves. I'll take that. More armour. Better than what I'm currently wearing. Oh, I made them. Luckily all it costs is fibre, it's not like it's metal and stuff like that. Otherwise that would have been a terrible idea. And I'm not got any crafting skills, so I don't get better levels from the blueprints. Anyway. Brandon, is that one for my friend? No, I'm fairly certain that's female. And you're not high enough either. Only the best for Terry. Am I gonna have to change them so it's Terry 1 and Terry 2 when I finally find another one? Or do I even need another one? As long as I don't let my Terry die, I'm all good. It's not like I'm going to be going through the caves with him. Yeah. I think at least I'm not going to. Oh, for goodness sake, go away, compies. I think. Or they. Nope, Trudons. At least it's dead, my arch rival. Anyway. Any explorer note? Get some easy levels from this? There must be one. Where is it? Oh, there it was. Don't know which one that was, but I'll take those easy levels. Don't mind if I do. And we got to walk for a bit because my stamina's low. But looking at those, do you reckon his wings are sharp? Like, they seem to be strong. Like, how sharp could a dinosaur produce things back in the day? You look at like modern animals. The model animals are crazy as hell. Like all the things that have evolved to either kill or be incredibly painful to other things. Like dinosaurs are basic, just some horns, maybe a bit of venom. But like the different ways of modern animals, like the cordyceps or whatever. Last of Us virus. Luckily it only affects ants, not humans yet. Well, I'm working on that. Got my secret lab. Test subjects. You know, the whole shebang. Using that biochemistry background, good effect. don't really have a job. That is my job. I'm just so rich, and I just do this and tell you all about it because I'm just an evil genius, and no one and everyone won't believe me because I'm saying it on YouTube. Of course, that's not true. Did do biochemistry though. Was I good at it? Found it interesting. Was good at doing experiments. Just wasn't very good at writing about it. And that's what they want you to do because you're a scientist. And yeah, I got a bit bored reading scientific papers. They're a slog. A slog and a half. Like some are manageable. I'll go for that. Best way of putting it. Are you decent, Obi? Nah. But others, you're just like, I need 3 dictionaries for each different scientific part they're referencing. As well as, well, what else do you need? You need like a calculator and 7 different equations to kind of work out where they went with it. Oh god, I can't see. Cool though, but oh well. Yeah. It's something. Anyway, I'm not really having much luck with finding any dinos. I was looking to see if I could find any decent ones. But the Iguanodon is that highest level. Different I've only seen. Because I don't need a huge level, I just need one that will survive. As shown, the low level ones I just get killed. Tech. I wonder if a tech farm's possible. Yeah, tech raptors, tech parasols. Like, you could kill the tech parasols. But with the like, unofficial, probably it's a lot easier to be done because they just don't age. Do you get bowlered? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, hello. Are you... Really? Come on now. Do I not... What am I missing? Oh my god, how am I... Oh, that is hitting. Oh, thank god you killed it. Right, that should be enough. Build the boat. Please don't escape the bowler anytime soon. Help if I press the right button. Thank god, because I didn't hit it, it didn't run. Please tell me I have enough for a bowler. I am missing some stuff. Alright, that should be enough. What's the button for? Have I got bowlers on? Oh, screw it. Turns out I'm probably hitting the wrong button. Okay, but I've not got the greatest eyesight and my screen's far away from me. I'm in the budget setup. I don't have my double monitors, all 28 inches. I'm not that rich. I've got to multitask, make the use of what I got, which is a TV. It's a bit hard when it's a little bit further away from my horrible eyes. They're only good from close up. Far away, I'm struggling. Just keep shooting, just keep shooting, shooting, shooting. Oh, you're down. Would have thought it'd take longer. Don't do that. Right. Now, can nothing go near my boy, please? I haven't even given you a name, have I? You just... You've never really... Like, you fit in with the little family, but you've just never really... I don't know, I just can't think of a name for you right now. Right, put those in there. That should definitely be enough. And the narcs aren't draining too quickly either, so it's just a case of waiting now. Because, well, I'd like to finally have an iguanodon that's not dead. That gets to live. Enjoy life. But not all iguanodons can, unfortunately. La la. So, finally figured out how to do that. Look at me, I'm getting better at the game. I'm learning finally. Problem is I don't have enough time to play it regularly enough to remember what all the buttons are. So as soon as I go back to it after like a week off, I'll have forgotten again. But hey, we do what we do. You getting there? Oh god, I've got you all following, haven't I? You're all here to protect. You see anything coming, kill it. Oh wait, wrong button. You're fine. You're fine. Not high level those. Let's just get some berries. Come on, mate. You just get hungry and eat my berries, please. Not that way though. Not my berries. The berries I've given you. I'm not. Give me yourself live dinosaurs, I swear. I'm not dinosaur nuts, please. No. Of course not. That'd be weird as anything. Oh, they're gonna follow him, aren't they? Because, oops. Oh. Make the saddle. Don't need the blueprint anymore because I should hopefully get better ones later on when I need to make good armor. Iguanodon. Thank you. Nice, nice. You're nearly there as well. Everything's turning up, Sheepinator. Troodons come and kill me. Ah, that's more like it. To be fair, that is more my luck. That's the kind of thing that would happen. I'd get, or like a trike would have charged me off the cliff there and died and be like, ah, okay. Can it just be nice for once? No. Anyway, let's get some more tranks with the leftovers. More is better. Should probably get rid of your corpse. That's one. Though it would have been better to eat it with my dinos. Probably. But that's beside the point. The answer to that question is probably always yes, but we move on. Is he tamed? Ah, beautiful. I went a bit too far away, but I finally have an iguanodon. How long will this one last? Anyway, that's it for me. Feedback's always appreciated, and see ya!